Welcome to Hope for Flint. I'm your host, Kristen Willisonovich, and I have my friend, Becca Townsend, in the hot seat. Welcome to the Hope for Flint studio.
Thank you.
Now, you've been to the Kaiba Health and Life studio, so this is new. This is our downtown Ferris wheel studio. What are your thoughts?
I love it. So urban.
It is. We love it. And, we're neighbors now, East Village in Flint. Hello, neighbor.
Hi.
So it's kind of we could walk to work here.
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute walk.
That's a long time. It's a long ways, Becca. That's a long ways. So Becca Townsend, you wear many hats. The first hat I love to introduce you as is founder, CEO of Flint Cacao Trader Company. I love that because you got that big title, that fancy title, kind of a big deal. But like I said, you wear many hats. You're also the menu coordinator for Flint Crepes.
Yes.
Right here downtown. So tell us a little bit about that role, because what an amazing restaurant and location that is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to work there and to work with the ingredients that we have to offer. Our sourcing is like pristine, really hard to find a restaurant in the area that sources the way that we do. So it's a joy. I love it.
Well, and I think that is what is so important and the most important message of all of it. You know, you hear, obviously downtown is booming. I mean, there's restaurants popping up everywhere. And Flint Crepe Company, it's been around, and it came, kudos to the Cladies, because it came at a time when there were like tumbleweeds growing down Saginaw Street. And what the outlier is, because you think crepe company, right? The thing with the crepe company and why it is such an outlier and the appeal is because of the sourcing and how important the food and the ingredients and where it comes from is to you all as an organization.
Yeah. Yep. There's a whole culture around it. I mean, we get like these mushroom orders from the Detroit Mushroom Factory, and they're beautiful. Like when they come in, everybody just swoons over them. I mean, we'll like shed some tears. We'll be like, look at this one and look at this one. It's just a big deal. So, I mean, we just celebrated our 10-year anniversary, and for a Flint restaurant like that's huge. And our numbers
10-year anniversary.
And we're getting busier and busier and busier. Like normally in the wintertime, you have a lull, which is quite normal for every restaurant.
Sure.
And last year there was no lull. Like we had similar numbers to the summertime. So, Sundays there's a line to the door. The whole 4.5 hours that we're open, it just doesn't stop.
And one of my friends, you are catering. You catered their open house, and it was just incredible. And I think that is word of mouth, and it's kudos to you and the work that you do as menu coordinator, because obviously the product is working.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that it's like the culture at the Crepe Company is really interesting and unique and unlike any other job I've ever had, where it's such a collective input. So like anything wonderful that's happening in there is...
It's a team.
Yeah, it's like knowledge that comes from many avenues in many areas. So I really would never like put that on myself as like, oh, good job to me, because it is like such a collective experience.
Oh, so you're not like me, Zach, where I say the whole success of this global conglomerate, because me? Okay. All right. You're normal. You're humble. Well, actually, you're brilliant. And you, like you said, along with your team and Rob and Tamara Clady and the entire, family, if you will.
Yeah.
It's a family. And I think, it's so important knowing what, especially in this time and age, right? Like we operate as families. We all operate kind of mutually exclusive. And I think the time to eat has become on the go.
Yeah.
We've lost that, don't you think? And I know for you personally, it's very important to you from where you get the food to by the time it reaches your table, by the time you consume it with your family, your own personal family, it's a kind of like a ritual.
Yeah.
It's sacred.
Yeah.
And we've lost that.
Definitely.
Tell me a little bit about what that all means to you. Like, tell me, because I know with your own kids, it's important.
I mean, I just think that understanding how much goes into bringing food to a table. Like it's not just this simple thing that you cook and put on the table. Like it's a whole experience of what goes into the growth of it and how many hands, are used to pick that food and to process it, and the truck drivers that get it to, the grocery store or the restaurant that you're eating from, and then the people that are processing it and prepping it before it's even cooked. Like it's a whole process. And when you really think about it, you can feel connected to each and every person that went into getting that food on the table.
It's so interesting you say that, because you kind of think of major holidays, right? And you kind of look at mom or the traditional who's in the kitchen and is cooking all the food. And then you go and you eat dinner and everyone kind of swarms to the TV or swarms away. And sometimes mom's left. I know personally because I used to do it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was something like I reveled in, And I think taking time to kind of have everyone, and for me, I wanted to do it always by myself, where I think collaboration is so much more. I mean, you even look at it from a symbolic or philosophical, everyone brings something to the table. And there's just much more meaning in that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like really hippy dippy to think of it this way. And I sometimes try to shy away from that. But, like when you're being grateful and aware of everything that goes into that food and like appreciating that when you're cooking or when you're eating it, like it's like you're putting really good energy into your body, and that nourishes, more than just you on a nutritional level, but it nourishes your mind, it nourishes your soul. And I think that's really important.
I think it's really important too. And I don't think it's hippy dippy. I think it's been part of what our platform is, Hope for Flint. And with hope comes massive gratitude. Yeah. You don't get all of those, we live in a very angry society right now, and we have to start changing our mindset, because our future and our children are massively affected by a lot that's out there, that's being put out there. And so it is our hope to have people such as yourself, such as the Flint Crepe Company, these organizations, these restaurants, these businesses, this food, to start shifting the mindset and putting out good juju. So you're exactly what we need. So real quickly, let's talk vegan lifestyle. You're strict vegan.
I personally am not strict vegan, but I only cook vegan at home.
Oh.
So my youngest baby is vegan. He's 4. But we only cook vegan at home, and my roommate is strict vegan as well.
Wow.
But we're really, I like to only cook vegan at home for a couple reasons, like out of respect for her, and also because environmentally, it's just so much better. So cutting back on meat and dairy, even if you're just doing it a few nights a week, makes a huge difference for the environment.
For the environment, but also from a health standpoint,
Absolutely,
right?
Yes.
I know you had said like you'll see limited heart disease.
Yeah, I mean, it's like kind of impossible for a vegan to get heart disease. It just is unheard of, and it doesn't happen.
Really? Because we live in a society that, has high cholesterol because we're eating all these processed foods. You're seeing obesity, diabetes, especially within, let's be real, the Flint area too has a large demographic of that. And you kind of look at it from a socioeconomic, it's because they're eating boxed foods or fast food or something on the low pain scale. Like you can go through McDonald's and order from the dollar menu. And it's so important to be very cognizant of what you consume.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Food is medicine. I mean, you are what you eat. Literally, I hate to be so cliche, but it's the truth. We, me personally, I lean towards a plant slant, but I will admit, in the move to the East Village, been a little stressed a little bit doing this move. So your girl may have shied away from some clean living, Zach. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell our billions of viewers and listeners. Okay, so vegan lifestyle, love that side of you. And finally, let's talk about the word that I like to say the most, Zach, cacao. Tell me about cacao.
Well, I import raw ceremonial grade cacao from a small family-owned farm in
Sounds scary,
Guatemala.
Zach. Sounds scary.
And it's basically a superfood. It's the raw form of chocolate. And a not monocropped version of chocolate. And it has excessive amounts of health benefits that I could spend the next 30 minutes talking about, honestly, because there's so many.
Yeah, it's incredible. And we're going to have you back on Hope for Flint, because what I would like to do is, kind of pick out actually, let's talk about one menu item that really stands out at Flint Crepe Company right now. Tell me. What were you and Zach talking about?
Oh, the Monte Cristo. That's probably our most popular crepe. Yeah, our biggest seller. It's super yummy.
Is that
It's
with cheese and ham? What is it?
cheese, ham, egg, and it's fried in butter and then topped with raspberry jam.
If that's wrong, I don't want to be right.
We get our jam from a company called Weeby Jammin', and they're just amazing. Like, it's the best jam I've ever had in my life.
Oh my gosh. Is it like the strawberry jam that goes over the Monte Cristo?
Raspberry.
Raspberry.
But we do
Okay.
carry strawberry as well.
Very good.
And we do specials every week. So all of our produce is local and in season, and we kind of work off of that for our weekly specials as well.
So today is September, whatever. What is in season right now, vegetable-wise?
Right now we still have cucumbers, we have basil, we have blueberries, tomatoes, but we do switch over to our fall menu on Monday, this coming Monday.
Okay.
So that will all be kind of turned over at that point.
Okay.
Super excited about our fall menu.
Excellent. Fall menu. Check out the fall menu at the Flint Crepe Company. Check out, where can people find you on Instagram for the cacao?
It is Flint_cacao_trader.
Excellent. And then check her out on Instagram because they can make personal orders.
Absolutely.
Correct?
And on Facebook, if you find me at Flint Cacao Trader, you can just message me on there.
Excellent. Because like she said, it's a superfood. Well, Becca Townsend, you are a regular on Hope for Flint because you are the epitome of what the city represents.
Thank you.
You are the future. So thank you, my darling. And thank you to our viewers and listeners because Becca Townsend, Flint Crepe Company, Flint Cacao Trader, you definitely are Hope for Flint.